I'm Jen.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe
on the go. So, Jen, it's been a little bit since we've been just sitting here chatting, doing our fireside chat.
I've been thinking about that. I was just actually thinking about, it's been a while since we've done...
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah.
Well, because we were in Mexico for a little bit, and prior to that we had a lot of Disney videos. We did have, some of our, we're going to Mexico videos, this is what we're wearing, bathing suits, yada yada, what to pack. But yeah, since we've been back, I've been trying to get some of these Mexico videos out and some of the shorts. And so we just thought we'd pop in and talk about our week, talk about what you have that you want to present. But then also, after all that, we have a special announcement.
We do.
That'll be more towards the end.
So if you want to fast forward through the first part of this video, if you're not interested in...
You don't want to fast forward.
You don't?
Yeah, just watch it. Just kick back, relax, just enjoy. Everyone's in such a rush lately, right?
That's true, Joe.
We just need to just kick back, sit, relax, enjoy life. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, we've been trying to add some fashion videos into our content because that's something I'm very passionate about, and Joe humors me and he does my outfit of the days. And
if you haven't noticed, Jen is usually put together very well. She looks lovely, and I'm always with the hats and the t-shirts and the hoodies.
You do wear the same sweatshirt and t-shirt a lot.
They're comfortable. I go for
Joe
comfort.
is off today, so.
I'm off every day. Off my rocker. Anyway, so, okay, what are we doing?
So today, I have been doing a lot of spring shopping for clothing and accessories, and I noticed that I had some really great Amazon jewelry pieces that I wanted to share with you, and the best part about it is they're all under $15.
Well, that's pretty cool. Amazon's, one of those sites where you can get all sorts of whatever. I mean, anything and everything. Everything is there. It's like the biggest department store in the world.
I know. Anything you need or want, you can find on Amazon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty reasonably priced, too, for the most part.
Yeah. And, the shipping is really fast. And if you're an Amazon Prime member, it's
Prime has not been as fast as it should be on some items. Some items I've had to wait for like 2 weeks. Some stuff has been really back
Okay,
ordered.
so really, honestly, for the last 3 years, what have you not had to wait for? Like everything. You can't get anything anymore. Well, it's starting to get a little better, but we've gone literally years with, oh yeah, you could maybe get that in a few months, whatever. Yeah, everything.
Remember when you couldn't get toilet paper?
Yeah, I do remember when
and Lysol wipes.
When you tried to get toilet paper and you couldn't, and then you started panicking, like everybody
else. I
else.
actually ordered toilet paper from China, and that just turned into a whole thing. That was what, 2.5, 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah,
just about.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so how are we going to do this? Do you want to present the jewelry and I'll just film you with the jewelry?
Yeah, I think that would be easier. Okay. But these pieces are so great. You can wear them every day. Very reasonably priced. I love them all, so I wanted to share them with you. And everything will be linked in the description below for you to shop if you want to pick up some of these pieces for yourselves.
All right, cool. So hold on. Let me just give you the platform, my dear.
And we'll try to make this kind of quick so that we can talk the good stuff next.
All right.
Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you is literally $13.01, and it's a beaded necklace. And here, I'm actually going to open it up for you so you can see it. This is $13, and they seem like they're little wooden beads. But the best part about it is you can put your initial on it, and the little heart is made of a shell. And this would be just super cute. I'll put it on so you can see how low it hangs. And it's adjustable. This would look so great with anything casual this summer. As a sundress, shorts and a t-shirt. Hold on, I'm having a hard time.
Finally got it on?
So how cute is that? It's so fun and colorful.
But you have the J is backwards.
Well, that's okay. If I turned it the other way, I didn't pay attention when I turned it on. But yeah, all you have to do is turn the necklace around.
Yeah, so the heart kind of is the same both sides?
Yes.
Yeah, I see. Okay. So you don't have to have a backwards J. You could have a regular J.
Yeah.
Or any letter you want?
Yes, you can do any of your initials.
Cool.
So, okay, the second piece is from a brand called Hatu. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Hatu?
Hatu.
Hotu?
You're Hatu.
Sounds like something out of Star Wars.
Okay.
Hotu, like a planet. We're going to the planet Hotu.
This is really cool, and this was $14.39. It is a actual leather bracelet, but the best part is to get it on, it's magnetic. So it's just a magnetic strip. Again, I don't know what my problem is today, but hold on. There. How cute is that? And I believe it came in different colored leather. There was more than just the brown leather, but I picked the neutral because it'll match more.
And show the clasp again.
It's magnetic. How cool is that? So you totally don't have to worry about it falling off.
That's $14?
That was $14.39. And like I said, there's a whole bunch of different colored leather bands. Some had different accessories added to it, and it's just magnetic, super easy to get on and off.
But it stays on. It's
yeah, I mean, this is not going to
off.
go anywhere. As a matter of fact, I think, there you go.
You got it.
So that's not too bad. Yeah, that's just, I see myself wearing this all summer long.
Nice.
Okay. The third thing I have is these are a pair of floral earrings. I actually wore these in Mexico. The brand is Barzel, but I wore these in Mexico. They are floral. I wouldn't even say they're hoops, but this is how the back opens, the clasp. So this part goes through your earring hole, just snaps shut. But how cute are these? These are so spring and summery. They're super lightweight. They were very comfortable. I wore these a lot in Mexico.
Yeah. I do remember those.
Yes.
They fit in nicely considering the colors, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
So they'll match a lot of your stuff too this summer. Okay, the fourth item, I have had these, I was just looking on Amazon. I've had these for about a year now. So again, they just pull apart. This part goes in your ear and you just snap it shut. Oops. Snap it shut. And these were $14.99. And I think you can get them in white gold as well. I love these. They're very lightweight. They're very comfortable. Like I said, I've had them for a year now. I wear these all the time. They're one of my go-to pair of earrings.
Nice. Okay.
And this is the brand. It's pronounced Reffeer.
Another Star Wars planet?
Reffeer. Is that a Star Wars planet?
No. The Hotu. Planet Hotu.
I love these so much that I actually bought a second pair from this same brand. Again, these are going to be great for summer and spring. They are the same hoop design, but there's a little flower, like a little gemstone flower.
Yeah, kind of hold it still. See it. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to focus now. Yeah, I see it.
So, and here's the other one. I have not worn these yet, but I know they're going to be good because of the other pair that I have from the same brand. But again, you just pull them apart.
Much?
These were $12.99.
What did you say the price of the previous?
Yeah, those were $14.99.
$14.99, and these are $12.99.
$12.99.
Okay.
They're just very dainty. The floral design, again, is great for spring and summer.
Okay.
So I wanted to share those with you because I think they're super cute. I like to wear a lot of jewelry, and those are all things that totally appealed to me, and maybe they'll appeal to you.
They're lovely. They're nice, and you know.
I know, and for under $15,
yeah.
if something breaks, it's $15. Yeah. This pair of earrings, these hoops, electric pick, which is a very expensive brand of jewelry. I mean, not ultra expensive, but more than I'd want to pay for a pair of earrings. They have a very, 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 very similar pair, and I think they're like $75.
Okay.
And they're gold plated. It's not like they're 14 karat gold. Same thing. So these are much more affordable price, and I think they're just as great. I haven't had any problems with them.
Yeah, have they been comfortable?
Yes.
No irritations with your
and they
ears?
haven't, no, none. And I have very sensitive earring holes. My bottom holes, I have to wear 14 karat gold. And since those are not, I was very worried. None of these are. They're all gold plated. I was very worried that they would make my ears infected, but they've been fine.
Cool.
They've been great.
That's good to know. All right.
So, like I said, everything will be linked in the description for you to shop. Hope you'll stick around because all spring and summer, I'm going to have dresses and shoes and all kinds of fun things that you may want to get your hands on.
Well, Jennifer, those were lovely pieces, and you did a lovely job showcasing your jewelry.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. They are nice, though. They're actually nice pieces.
I mean, seriously, for under $15?
Yeah, what do you want? I mean, seriously, it is. You can spend a lot of money if you want, but really, nowadays,
I know.
I mean, what's the point? And a lot of the stuff, even if you're spending a lot, sometimes they don't, you lose it, they break, whatever might happen. So, what's
Tory
the point?
Burch, I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking, but...
Not once, but twice.
Yeah, so okay, the first time, probably not the best idea in the world to wear a Tory Burch bracelet while you're horseback riding. But the second time you were here in the house.
I know, and I have no idea where it fell off. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, the cats stashed it somewhere. It is either we pulled the fridge out. It's not under the fridge.
No.
It's not under the stove that we
Nope.
can see. They have it stashed somewhere. The cats have, I don't know what.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so, but yeah, so the pieces are nice. They're lovely. You did a great job.
Thanks. So before we get to the special announcement, there's two things we want to talk about.
Yeah, just about this past week and what's going on. So we can do the negative first.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of negative. I don't know, whatever.
Okay, so for those of you who have been watching our channel, you know that we had our basement refinished last spring into summer so that our son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter could move in to save some money and carry our daughter-in-law's families in the area, and we're here so we could help with the baby.
They saved money, and yet they made our lives richer.
They did.
Because we have Riley here all the time.
I know.
And it's good man carry here too. Yeah, that's true.
So anyway,
but it's,
that project
Riley.
started last April and finished early August. Mm-hmm. Okay. And for those of you who have hung in there, we do have a basement
those of you who
update.
have hung in there like me, last year. Anyway, sorry.
And don't worry, we will do a whole video
Eventually
on this. We're just waiting until
we're just waiting.
We're just waiting.
Anyway.
So our contractor
Well, let's put it this way. There is work that you know is good, and there's work that you know that's not good. And you don't have to be an expert in any kind of construction or home projects to know when something's not good.
Yeah.
If you walk around your house and you see a solid wall without any cracks, you'll know they did a good job. If you're walking around your house and you see cracks starting to develop just a few months after the project's completion, then you know they probably didn't do a good job.
So we've been in this house for about 18 years, and our walls upstairs and downstairs are great. There are no cracks.
No. Flooring
None
is
of the
good.
drywall's coming apart.
No.
Everything is even.
Yeah. I mean, there's been
aligns well.
a little settling in the house, especially right over here. But that's
normal. It's 18 years
normal,
old,
right? Carpeting, obviously, we need to redo the carpeting because it's old. So that's. But the structure of the house has been fine.
Yes, it's been sound.
Solid.
And we do want to say that we hired our contractor based on past experiences. He had done lots of work for us in our house, and we were very happy with it. And when he said that he did basements, and we had done our due diligence, we had interviewed a whole bunch of basement builders,
Yeah.
and his price was a good price at the time, we thought, and that's why we used him. So it's not like we randomly picked somebody out of the phone book and gave them the job.
Yeah, we had history
He had done
with
plenty of projects around our house for us. So that's why it's very disappointing to say that 6 months after this basement is done, there are all kinds of cracks in the drywall and the ceiling, and it almost looks like he did not tape and mud properly. I'm not a construction expert, but I think I have a baseline of what is done properly when you're building something. Yeah. And what's not done properly. I've owned a lot of houses in my time. I'm going to be 54 years old, so this is my, let's see, this is the second house.
Had a lot of houses. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to be an expert to look at a wall and say, that doesn't seem right. Why are there cracks there?
Anyway, we've had to move the cat to my mom's house. Matt is sleeping at my mom's house because he works nights, so he has to sleep during the day. Carrie and the baby and Cooper, the golden retriever lab mix, and he's a big boy. They're moving upstairs. We've had to tape all the areas that need to be fixed, and we will do a video of that and show it to you later, of all of the cracks in the walls. We have done a video of all the cracks. We just had to tape it for
just to
the contractor.
Just to point out where all the problems are.
And
we have to cover everything up too.
We had to buy drop cloths, so everything had to be moved into the storage area. They have all brand new furniture. Everything has to be covered up, moved into the middle. It's a huge inconvenience. The contractor thinks it will take 1 to 2 days, but I don't think he...
No, he can be done in 2 days. He's coming tomorrow. He should be done by Friday.
So anyway, that's been a huge stress.
Yeah.
I want to bill him for the materials that we've had to purchase. I want to submit an invoice.
Yeah, we might do that still. We'll see.
But we're trying to manifest good and be positive.
Yes.
Yeah, but we will do a whole video on that in the future. Whole video on that. But now, moving on to better.
Now, it is what it is. So wish us luck because we're recording this.
Everyone's lives in this house are going to be disrupted for a couple days.
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow to start all this. So
he's not going to be allowed upstairs.
Yeah, by the time we publish this video, which I think is going to go up Sunday, this will all be done. So
when Joe goes downstairs to help Carrie cover it, he'll just, because it'll be much easier to show on camera, all the tape marks. So all the green tape marks will indicate where the walls are cracked. Yeah. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. Oh, just wait till you see that.
Just wait.
So tune in to the very end for that. But let's move on to the positive stuff. Well, the other, no, not the big announcement yet. The positive stuff for the week. We ended up finally, because, what do? I actually went out Friday night with my best friend Joe, but then also our college friends. Joe and I went to college together too, but I've known him since we were 10. So we went to college together, and we got together with some of our college friends.
I did not.
No, it was just us. Spouses didn't come this time. But we just had a great time. We used to get together a whole lot more, but as life happens, you just get a little busier and whatever. But Friday night was a great night. Just had a really, really excellent time with Joe, Raul, Dawn, and Janet. So we had a lot of fun.
So shout out to all of them.
Yeah. We actually went in Naperville, there's a place called the Pour House, P-O-U-R. It's a restaurant bar.
Because Naperville is definitely not the poorhouse, P-O-O-R.
Yeah, definitely not.
And if you live in the Chicagoland area, you will know what we're talking about.
So, but it was good. I normally am not a beer person. I don't drink a lot of beer, but they had really good beer on tap. So I had that, and a couple of the appetizers were good. Had this jalapeno burger, excellent. So I didn't record anything, but Poorhouse in Naperville, give it a thumbs up. The other thing, and that's it, we don't go out, we don't do much. Right now it's just been busy.
It's winter.
The big thing, well actually it's spring now. We have sprung into spring.
Have we officially hit the first day of spring though? Like on the calendar?
March 20th?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, today's the 29th.
Wait, the 20th was considered the first day of spring?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
That's okay, dear. I know you've been busy, sorting through your jewelry. So yes, we're in spring. Spring has sprung.
Okay.
And the weather is slowly starting to warm up a little bit.
We're going to have a couple 60-degree days in the next week.
Yeah, okay. So that's
like
good.
barely 60, but
So
60.
We will be able to get out and actually go out for walks, but we have to be careful because last night I had a dream. We were going out for a walk, and Riley was walking with us, and she fell and hit her head.
Oh!
I know. I was very disturbed by that dream. And you and Carrie were continuing to walk, and I'm like, because Riley was back here with me, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. We're not going anywhere because she hurt her head. But she wasn't crying.
She is crawling really, really fast, and she's starting to stand up, and she's starting to get brave where she will let go briefly from what she's holding on to. Yeah. She's also very messy. Babies are very dirty. Yeah. They're like little monkeys.
Yes, she's at the monkey stage right now.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Where she will just, do one of these.
Does. She goes
and she
like
flaps
this.
her arms and she makes monkey noises. Yeah, she's pretty much.
But she's so cute, and we wouldn't trade her for the world.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, and oh my gosh, is she opinionated and dramatic.
Yeah, well,
when she's done eating something, it's not just this. It's like.
She will literally turn her head, close her eyes, and the hand goes over the forehead like.
Yep.
No, that's just I'm done. She's very dramatic.
Yep, I see an Oscar in her future.
She might be a theater kid.
Maybe. So, but the other big thing for this week when it comes to what we're doing, which is really not a lot, but we finally got to watch The Bear, which came out last summer. It's on FX and Hulu. We watched it on Hulu. Jeremy Allen White, who used to be on Shameless.
Another Chicago-based.
Yep, so the show's based in Chicago. Holy cow, was it good. Holy cannoli, I had no idea. So his brother dies, so he comes in to take over the restaurant. It's an Italian beef joint on the north side of Chicago. And River North area. So it's actually filmed in the Mr. Beef location, which is on Orleans Street, River North. So they basically it's based off of that place, but it's a fictional name and fictional owners and everything else.
But there are references to other places in the Chicagoland area and the streets and the highways.
Accurate.
And it's so spot on. And some Sox references.
The expressways, the suburbs, different. They talk about different celebrities, and on the wall, if you go to a lot of different Chicago joints like this, like Portillo's has the same thing. They've got pictures on the walls of different celebrities who've been in, and you could see
autographed.
Right. And so you see on the wall in the one episode they had the big wall where you could see majority of the pictures, even though they were a little out of focus because it was a background. But you could see George Wendt and Dennis Farina and Bill Murray and just a lot of Chicago staples. I think Janet Davies, we thought her picture was up there.
Yeah.
So it's so long ago that I went to Mr. Beef, so I don't know if that's actually filmed in the Mr. Beef location and those pictures are actually there.
I think some of it is filmed in New York too.
Well, it's possible. It depends. Like some of the other shots that they might do might be there.
But the directing and the writing is so good, and we're very critical of what we watch. It has to be really good for us to give it high ratings.
Yeah,
and this is one of those shows. Like the first season is 8 episodes, and the seventh episode is one continuous shot.
And unfortunately, what I read was that the whole thing was one continuous shot.
And the commercials
when you're watching
ruined it.
when you're watching it on Hulu with commercials, the commercials ruined it. But it is just one.
Such a good show.
And so, the acting is just so good, and it goes with the chaotic energy to quiet moments that are really heartfelt, to some moments that are really funny. Just really, really good. I cannot recommend that show enough. I was
so if
really,
you're not watching The Bear,
really
you need
surprised
to hop
by
on
that.
it.
And then the other one is Yellow Jackets came back this past week, so season 2.
We won't talk about it because only the first episode has aired, and we don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah.
But if you have not hopped on that bandwagon, we highly suggest that you do.
Yeah, Yellow Jackets. We just watched that a little over a month ago. Throughout February, we watched that first season.
And now we're sad that we have to go week by week.
Yeah, so we have to just wait.
I want to say one more thing since we're talking about TV shows. So Joe fell asleep, but I started watching, I think it's called Lucky Hank with Bob Odenkirk.
You didn't like it? I was really tired that day.
I hate saying that, but it was so bad in my opinion that I can't even get myself to watch episode 2.
I might watch episode 1 again just to... It is that type of... It's a dramedy, so it's got dramatic moments and then kind of sarcastic sarcastic, maybe not sarcastic, but dry, definitely dry humor. And I like dry humor.
And usually when Joe and I watch something, he falls asleep and I notice, I'll be like, Joe, get up. You're missing it. And I didn't even have the heart to wake him up because I just...
Yeah, well, you know, I'm getting old, dear. I'm considered a senior citizen now.
I'm almost considered a senior citizen.
My goodness. Okay.
Okay, so...
Moving on
if you
now.
hung in this long...
Big news. Big news.
We're so excited.
What do you think it's going to be? I don't know. Where could we be going?
So we are going on a 2-week trip. 2 weeks.
Two.
But it's not happening until the end of July for my birthday.
Yeah.
Because we just got back from Mexico and that was over Joe's birthday.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to do experiences more than gifts in the last couple of years because if we want something, we just buy it now. So
I guess. Well, what do we need? I don't know.
Yeah.
But...
So anyway, we are going back to Florida.
Yep.
We're going to be spending time in St. Pete.
Yep.
Before and after our Disney trip.
Yep. Finally. Getting back to Disney.
So by the time we get back, it will have been 10 months. I don't think in my whole life I've ever gone 10 months without going to Disney.
You know.
Except before I became an adult, when I was living under my parents' roof. But I think from the time I was in my early 20s until now, so the last 30 years, I cannot even remember a time that it was 10 months between trips.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the whole time we've been together, we've been going a lot. And the last 3 years, well, you could say 2.5-year period. No, you could say that 3-year period.
30.
Going to the end of 19 all the way to September of 22, the last time we were there. We went a lot. And we took advantage of the whole pandemic COVID thing. Even though certain things were not open,
pass holders.
we went and enjoyed the lower crowds. So I'm definitely glad we did that. And I think I would have regretted not doing all of that. Yeah. But the flip side of it is that there were so many changes that were occurring at the time.
And we really got burnt out.
So critical of those changes, which we got burnt out and there are other places to go, true, but we just got really critical of all of the changes that they were doing.
I'm still a little critical.
Well, but every ship that size is going to take a long time to turn. I think they're starting to make the right choices.
I think, too, that when you have a family member who works for Disney, as we do, and you hear a lot of the backstage stories and things that are happening, it is a little disheartening at times.
Yeah.
When you take the deeper dive into Disney.
Yeah. Like any corporation.
Right. Like any big corporation.
It's America.
It is still disappointing when something that you've loved for so long, you see the darkness in some of the aspects.
Cracks in the facade, all of that. Yeah, I know. Especially when you want it to continue to have the degree of excellence that it used to have. And you see with all the corners that they've cut that has just not been happening the last 2 years. But maybe that will change. More than anything, I really wish they would take better care of their employees because their employees at the parks and the resorts are the ones that make it. The executives don't. The Imagineers put together whatever they can put together, whatever they can.
But it has to be approved by
so whatever, and whatever money they can spend on doing whatever it is that they're doing. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, when the guests arrive, it all comes down to the cast members and the experience. Oh, fine, great. Let's go ride Dumbo for the kids, or let's go on Rise of the Resistance if you can get on it and if it's going to work. But ultimately, the experience is the magic, and the magic is cast members. Yeah. So, yeah.
We were a little negative about Disney when we went on our last trip in September. We did feel that magic come back. Mm-hmm. We were feeling more hopeful, and we have missed it. And we are very happy that we are going back right now. We have our airfare for the trip booked. We have 4 nights at a Disney resort booked.
We're not going to say which one yet?
No, we're not. Okay. We may add on another night.
Leave a little suspense. A little tease for later.
We may be adding on another night. We have to look at that. And I can't get into those reasons right now.
We'll see.
But we may be adding a 5th night, but definitely 4 nights. Very, very excited to get back. I really have missed it. We are not doing parks because I've not missed the parks enough to want to go back to them, but I have missed the feeling of being in the Disney bubble and being at a Disney resort. Yeah. So,
well, then part of it too, what drove this, outside of your birthday, but the other part of it is when you said, well, we don't get gifts, we do things like this. And part of the greatest gift is for a birthday is just spending time doing things, and then also things with the friends that we have. So my birthday, we were with Steve and Ariane in Mexico, so that's awesome. For your birthday, it's going to be a whole ton. I was going to say a different word before ton, but a whole ton of people that we're going to be getting together with.
The people we love
that's
the
really,
most.
really cool. So Steve and Ariane will be there as well with their boys, and Carrie and Jason, and Melinda and Ryan,
and
then
Carrie and Jason and
Carrie and
Casey.
JC.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and then
our friends who live in
Stacey and Paul
Orlando.
and Jen and Mark. And Molly from Wisconsin will be there too with her mom. So we've got all sorts of different people we're going to be getting together with, and obviously we'll see Timmy.
All the plans are starting to come together.
Yes,
We're looking at which dining reservations we
Yes.
want to make. We'll be spending time with Timmy.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm glad it's finally in the books. And like we said, we thought when we were in Mexico that that's how the trip would start manifesting, and it did.
It did, which is fine. It's good. We need to get back there.
And as it gets closer, we have to get through all of our Mexico vlogs, and we still have all those pins we have to finish going through.
Yeah.
And now all this fashion stuff that hopefully will get some views. I know that the 4 months will fly by.
Yeah. We got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to go back, and I hope that we do continue to feel the magic. I really hope Bob Iger does some good things.
You know why we want to feel the magic?
Why?
Because it's calling.
I'm glad it's calling the 50th anniversary
Magic
away.
is calling. It's calling. It's calling. Yeah. So I posted a short this week. Actually, it went up last night. The short this week with somebody watching a certain fireworks show on the TV. A little excited.
Because Happily Ever After comes back next week.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe
you
it.
pulled up, we had Riley, so you wanted to show Riley the fireworks, so you pulled up one of the preview shows from like a week ago, I guess. With
I think it was more than that. I think it was two and a half weeks ago.
Weeks, yeah. So, yeah, she had it.
It was actually the day after Timmy got back from being here.
Oh, okay. So a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But it was funny because, of course, I had to record the part with, the Hunchback song. And, of course, somebody had to start crying because that's
it's
what
emotional.
she does. Yeah.
I said Enchantment wouldn't last. I said Harmonious wouldn't last.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're good shows. And
you did say a long time ago, so we'll just repeat it here, about Star Cruiser, whatever it's called. That's not going to last. So
no, I do predict that...
that's going to be done and gone at some point.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, now they're giving 30 to 35% off to pass holders, and you get a discount if you stay deluxe your first part of your stay or your second part of your stay.
It's fine.
And add the Star Cruiser onto it.
We love Disney, and we think it is great.
And it's sad when something like that fails.
Well, right, because we think it's great entertainment. It's a great place to go for a vacation, a holiday, because there's so much. And the big thing about it is that it is unique. Yeah, you can go to Disneyland, but there's something different there. You can go to the other countries, different there. But when you're going to Orlando, you have all of that, and it's just very, very unique. You don't have anything else like it. Okay, yeah, there's Universal, but it's not Disney.
And I do really like Universal.
The whole thing with Universal is that you've got Universal, and there are rides that are themed, but you have other places that have the same types of rides, like roller coasters, with different themes, but it's still just a roller coaster.
At a theme park.
At a theme park.
Yeah.
Disney has stuff that's Disney. And the big thing for a lot of people who love Disney, and those who love Disney and are critical of it, it's because what makes it magical has been missing and consistently going away for the last several years.
And I'm going to go back to what I said with Star Cruiser. I think it was Disney at its greediest. It was too niche. It was too expensive. And now they can't maintain the attendance to keep the staff on board.
So that's why they've cut the number of days
that the Star Cruiser is in operation. They've cut down some of the meals from what we just read. It's not sustainable as a hotel. It's too small.
So basically what they have to do is get back on track with coming up with ideas that they can implement, and the ideas will take years to implement, but come up with ideas that they can implement.
I really hope they can do a Zootopia in Animal Kingdom. I think that would be cool. I'm a big fan.
Whatever they have to do, just to add something to it.
Something new and imaginative.
Right, that's what I was going to say. You need something that's going to be imaginative. If you look at Guardians of the Galaxy, fantastic, right? But when do they start working on that?
Like
years
4 years ago?
Years ago.
Yeah.
So it takes a long time to implement the idea, get everything that you need done, built,
And there's
put
nothing
together,
in the
tested,
works right
approved.
now.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nothing. I mean, we're going to get Moana, but it's a walk-through water attraction. It's not a ride.
So, anyway, we still love Disney. Don't get us wrong. We're excited about going back. So this isn't supposed to be a bash Disney.
No,
video.
not at all.
But,
not at all.
But we're excited to be heading back there.
And we'll do all kinds of trip reports. We'll do
Yeah.
do a more detailed trip announcement as the time gets closer. We'll talk about where we're staying, what we're doing.
Yeah. And we're going to be in St. Pete, seeing family as well, my family. So we'll see Julie, Todd, and Gia. So we've got a lot that we're going to do while we're there, including a lot of relaxation sitting by the pool.
Yeah. We are going to do a whole bunch of stuff that we don't film, but that would be boring to you to just see us laying at the pool.
That would be a horror story, Jennifer. Let's be real. Are you kidding? You don't want to see me laying at the pool. Trust me. I don't want to see me laying by the pool. Ugh. Anyway. All right.
Well, thank you so much for watching.
It was a lovely chat today, folks.
It was. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action because we're posting our Mexico videos. You don't want to miss out. If you have not been to Xcaret, we highly recommend it.
And I also wanted to say one more thing. You know how I can never say goodbye. We never really got to talk yet about our new video intro.
Oh, yes.
So,
okay, so let's talk about that very quickly.
Because it
deserves to be acknowledged.
It absolutely deserves to be acknowledged. So we had the new picture that we've been using that was designed by our friend Jason. And he came up with this picture and put it all together. And so that's a picture that I've been using for the beginning part of the video. It's not the thumbnail, but it's just, one of the pictures with our logo on it. Also, Jason, a few weeks ago, surprised us. And Carrie actually sent it to you, but Jason worked on it. And then she sent it to me too. So
we did an animated
video
intro for us.
You got the cruise ship and the martini glass and the whiskey glass and the castle and the plane flying. I'm like, oh my, and the music, like, oh my God, this is freaking fantastic. And I'm like, oh, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I put it on the front of the video. So I kind of almost want to give him credit. He can, I don't know. He was very creative and it was very clever and very, very much appreciated. So thank you, Jason. Cap off to you.
Can't wait to see you in July. We'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, absolutely. I already told him that. Yeah, I know. Drinks are on me when we see him. So yeah, let us know what you think of it. I think it's fantastic. I love it. It kind of captures what we have been doing 3.5 years that we've had this channel, and it's been kind of cool. So.
And one more thing. Again, we're so bad at goodbyes. I do want to say that we have gotten a lot of questions about Mexico, and I do eventually want to do a video where we address some of those questions. Because some of the questions have been really, really good, and I think they're worth acknowledging in a separate video.
Yeah, so you keep track.
I have.
Yeah, because what I'm doing is showing some of the stuff that we've done, but I want to do a full-on resort tour. Just to show, because the more and more you see of this place in the bits and pieces, it's beautiful. Absolutely. So, all right.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good rest of the day, guys. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.